What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be covering the highlights of the latest Cube Rush. If you guys aren't too familiar with Cube Rush, it's the only real community driven competitive format in Marvel Snap at the moment before battle mode comes out. So essentially players play within a 1 hour time frame, and whoever gets the most amount of cubes within that time is crowned the champion. So yeah, we had some amazing plays within this tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed the highlights. So for this week's Cube Rush, just in case you guys are wondering why the decks are so strange, each week we come up with a different rule or some fun format or restriction to give to the players. So this week I chose specific Series 4 and 5 cards that the players owned, and I told them they had to build a deck around these two specific cards. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to jump straight in with GC James here. So the deck that he has here is, he's just after changing it there, it is Shuri and Titania. Those are the two main cards that he has chosen. So we're going to see what he can do with it. Titania, a very interesting card. When I first kind of saw her, my main impression was kind of just like player on turn 6, right? To guarantee, kind of like a demon. Just wait till the end, avoid the Killmonger player at the end. That was my first impression. I don't own the card personally, so I haven't messed around with her too much. But jumping straight into this game here, so he does seem to be facing a Deadpool deck. In general, this type of deck he's running might not favor this matchup too well, mainly because he has like cards like Debris and Viper, where he wants to push stuff over to his opponent's side of the board. Now, Storming here is super good. He gets to lock down one of those locations. So fingers crossed that he doesn't play something too powerful in there. He can claim that location, and then he only has to fight for one more. Maximus is a big draw for him here. And that's a lot of power to put. Usually these Deadpool decks, the key is they don't really get to start playing big things until they get to destroy the Deadpool card itself. So that Killmonger comes out. Luckily, he did avoid the Titania getting destroyed there. So he's definitely going to claim flooding here. Fingers crossed he can get another location. The Debris play actually was quite smart there, because I was hoping to clog the lane and prevent the Deadpool from actually being able to get destroyed. But the Killmonger did hit it there. Overall right now this seems quite good. He could Viper on Clint there to try and clog up that lane a little bit more. The Maximus can also come down on the Invisible Woman lane, and that will prevent the on reveal effect from triggering. So he has a few different... Oh, he's actually after going for exactly what I said here, and I agree. He's after snapping. I do agree this is a super good play to do. So he's taken the hoodie off. He's taken the hoodie off. He's ready. He's ready to take these 2 cubes right now. So let's see what happens. That's a really good Viper for him. Now, does he get to destroy the Deadpool? He does. So that's the unfortunate thing. Like I said, this type of deck, if you can clog up the lane before they can destroy stuff, it's great. But, oh my god, he's after picking up Arrow here as well. This could be super good. Now, Arrow in this situation, Arrow's such a powerful card, because one of the locations is quite full, depending on how many cards the opponent plays, he won't be able to pull everything over. But in this situation, as long as he's able to pull something over to the left, we do have that Maximus down on Kunlun at the moment, so he should take this game. He's about to get an 8-cuber super fast here. Yes, what a brilliant play from GC James here. Drags the death over and gets to claim 8 cubes to start off this Cube Rush. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So he's going to skyrocket into the lead. Default down on 1 cube currently, and It's Guess Gaming has gone down to -2. But a great start for GC James here. We're going to jump back over to Default Dan, folks, and see how his game is going. Oh, at the moment... Okay, so he has flooding, or the opponent's storm, so flooding should be on lockdown here. Yeah, it is. He didn't play anything into flooding. We're going to see what he can do here. No collector at the moment. Titania comes down, which is super interesting. Shang-Chi destroys his monster. That is unfortunate. But overall, I think claiming that flooding lane is pretty good. Now, interesting that the opponent didn't play something. He stormed and then didn't play something there. So just to be mindful, he could be running some sort of card. Like, oh, he's after snapping. The opponent's after snapping. Could be running some sort of card like Doctor Doom. So that's something to look out for there, folks. So what can Dan pull out of the bag here? I do believe he could She-Hulk and then play Taskmaster. That's a pretty good combo. This Titania is super powerful if he just keeps it until the end of the game too. No real reason to Falcon, but in my opinion here, I do like the She-Hulk to play She-Hulk this turn because she does have the reduction at the moment. The Devil Dino is also a fine play, but in my opinion, I would favor the She-Hulk into the Taskmaster because you're going to be playing a lot of the cards in your hand at the moment. So I think that the She-Hulk play would be better. He does go with the Devil Dino play. I respect it. The good thing is, with the Devil Dino, he might guarantee some extra draw with the Adam Warlock. Okay, opponent plays Black Panther. Probably going to be Arnhem Zoloing that, which is what I probably kind of anticipated. Like I said earlier, when your opponent plays Storm and then doesn't play something into that lane, they probably have something planned. So the flooded lane is going to be lost. The hub lane is going to be fine. So he's going to be getting 16 power on Monster Island, which I think he can easily beat. All he has to do is play... I mean, he can play the She... Even if he plays the Demon, he just needs to be mindful about how many cards he plays from his hand to reduce down the Devil Dino. So the Taskmaster should work here with the Devil Dino. And then he just plays another... Well, he wants to win the hub lane, so he has to play a Demon or even just a Titania on the hub lane. So this is looking like a good game for Dan so far, folks. I feel like opponent is definitely gonna just Zola. Now opponent could surprise us here, could play a Doctor Doom in the middle. If he plays Doom in the middle, Dan unfortunately will lose the game, since that will be a total of 7 power on the left of the opponent and a total of 13 on the right. So I do agree playing the Demon here is worth it. If the Zolo comes down, he's only going to get an extra 16, so this should always, he's feeling confident, he's snapping. I would too here. Like I said, if he's after playing the Black Panther, there's a very high chance the Zolo's going to come down here. The only play I can see where he loses is if a Doctor Doom comes down, and that would be Omega Brain by the opponent. Yep, probably predicted. This is going to be the Zola, and he has 32. So very, very well done from Dan there. 8 cubes secured for him. Super, super well predicted there from him. So 8 cubes for Dan. He will jump up the leaderboard. He is on -7 at the moment, so that's a big 8 cuber for him. He's not out of the game yet, folks. He's after jumping up to 1. So well done to him there. We're going to jump back in with It's Guest Gaming at the moment. He's on 4 cubes currently. GC James absolutely killing it at the moment with that Shuri deck. So let's see if It's Guest Gaming can pull something out here. Okay, so the Atuma does come down at the moment. The Space Stone can be moved if he wants to move it. I do like the play of you can Psylocke into Lockjaw. That seems pretty good. It's Guest Gaming is super, super happy at the moment. Love to see it, love to see it. So yeah, the Psylocke into the Atuma or the Moon Girl even. I wonder if this is the play, folks. I wonder if he goes Psylocke into Moon Girl and then Atuma into Atuma. So the 2 Atumas on Atlantis and then on another lane, and he maybe just tries to win Clintar off of something else. Interestingly, oh my god, Atuma is a really good combo with Clintar here, folks. So if you throw Atuma down, if you don't know what Atuma does, guys, Atuma reads, if there's another card here at the end of the turn, destroy this card. So Atuma destroys himself if there's another card within that lane as well. One of your own cards, of course. So he works really well with Clintar because he won't destroy himself. That power, Clintar basically acts as a venom. So that's a combo that I did not actually consider, as I haven't played too many games with Clintar on the board at the moment. So that's a super, super cool combo. I wonder if he sees it and if that's the play he's going to go for. Honestly, I really like the Moon Girl here. Getting 2 Atumas is super powerful. Like a 4/10 is like stupidly well overstated. That would be my play for sure. I don't know about you guys, but that seems like the optimal play, especially with this type of hand. That just seems to be the line, right? You know what I mean? So you Moon Girl. You actually Moon Girl on Clintar as well. Okay, he goes for the Lockjaw option here. Interesting, interesting. So he could be hoping to pull something out. I do think... Now, he can still Atuma. He can still Atuma and he can still Moon Girl. So, the only problem with that lot... Okay, he's playing a Soul Stone on a Killmonger. So he's really going for his death. He really wants his death procs, but that's quite risky since he doesn't have death in hand at the moment. So he's hoping to pull something big out from playing this Killmonger into the Lockjaw. Some stones are coming out. That's pretty good. He did hit the opponent's Nightcrawler. You love to see that. So Carnage came down, destroyed his Lockjaw. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be a great game at the moment, folks. I mean, he can just go for... he can play a Mind Stone and a Time Stone and a Deathlock to go for like the full destruction capability. Hope to draw his death, but I think, unfortunately, If he went down the Atuma line at the start, I do believe that would have been a more appropriate play. So it's interesting to see what he can do. Playing, as I said, playing the Atuma on Atlantis here is still super beneficial. The Moon Girl's pretty useless at the moment. He's just going for destruction, folks. He's just going for destruction procs. And he doesn't play any of the stones. This is really interesting. I would have played the stones so that you draw more, so that you can get your... There's a higher chance that you get death then. So he doesn't pick death up, so that's really, really difficult. That's got to be a retreat there, folks. So let's see what he does. If he stays in, fair play. Yeah, no, that's a smart retreat. That's a smart retreat. I think he had potential there. If he saw the Atuma line, he definitely had potential to win that game. So let's jump back in with GC James. Still on top of the leaderboard with 12 cubes at the moment. So Double Invisible Woman came out here. So obviously... it looks like he took one from the opponent. Invisible Woman is a super scary card, guys, right? Anytime you play against it, like not being able to see what cards are hidden underneath her is so scary. Now, what I will say is here, if he's playing Shuri into Invisible Woman, he has to be very mindful about where he plays other cards and which cards are going to flip first. I play Invisible Woman in my sort of 0 Atuma deck. And essentially, if he played a card, for example, on District X where Hood is, and he just played Shuri, Shuri's effect won't trigger because Shuri's not going to flip until the end of the game. Oh, this looks like a little bit of a mirror match. Obviously not the exact same deck, but Shuri coming down on turn 5 for the opponent. So opponent could play something really big here. Like, I mean, Shuri Red Skull is a super crazy combo. He's only on 5 power on Sokovia at the moment. So, and I believe he has a Shuri and a Maximus in mid. So he's pretty much guaranteed to win Daily Bugle. But the difficulty here is going to be if he can take another lane. Now, he doesn't have priority. So he could always play in the Ultron. He's confident that opponent doesn't play something on the left. Which is fair. That's a fair assumption to make. I think opponent wants to play in mid. Okay. Opponent just plays there. That's at 5. He should beat... oh, he's going to tie. I believe he's going to tie on left. He's got a 13 lead in mid. Oh, sorry, a 14 lead. Yes, he pulled it out. Very, very well done from him there. Very, very well done from GC James. Very impressed with that line. I'm going to jump back over to It's Guest Gaming again. He's really, really struggling with this deck. I do think this deck, to be fair, is probably one of the more difficult ones to mess around with. So he's going to go for the Destruction proc again. He just really hopes that he draws Death. I suppose that's why Magic is in this deck as well, right? So to get some further draws, maybe to get the Thanos buff out there. So the Carnage comes down, does destroy those 3 cards. Killmonger comes down, destroys the Nightcrawler. Strong Guy comes down as well. And Blade. Okay, so this guy straight off the bat seems... oh, I was going to say he seems to be playing some sort of maybe Zoo deck. But it seems to be maybe just like a discard deck. And the opponent's plan is to just play Apocalypse on turn 6. But with a Strong Guy in the deck, that seems quite difficult to do, right? Because you're always going to have... I suppose, well, with Elysium in play, you can play your Apocalypse out. But in general, you're always going to have your Apocalypse in your hand on turn 6. And then you're going to draw another card as well. So having Strong Guy in the opponent's deck is very interesting. Magic could come down here on Elysium. I would favor the Magic on Elysium here, in my opinion. Just to get rid of the reductions. The reductions don't matter too much to It's Guest Gaming here, but they do matter a lot to the opponent. I feel like the opponent wants to play a good few cards. Gambit comes down, really interesting. What does it hit? It hits the Nova. Okay, so it does buff up the cards. Getting the Psylocke there and Sanctum is super good. But I forgot it was Elysium, so he still can Magic this turn. I think Magic on Elysium is definitely the smarter play to do. It just makes the most sense. The other 2 locations don't really... okay, he's going to play it on Clintar. Interesting. I guess he really wants those reductions for himself. Changes the location to Limbo. What is the opponent playing? This Apocalypse is going to get pretty big. Now, the Apocalypse didn't come down on 5, but it can come down now on 6 because there is Limbo in play. So this means the Strong Guy can actually get buffed. So this is looking pretty bad for It's Guest Gaming. The Lockjaw... I have no idea what I would do here, folks. The Thanos maybe on the well, listen, like he just needs to win one lane because he's got Sanctum on lockdown. These discard decks don't tend to play anything that are going to kind of go over to Sanctum at the moment. So I guess he just needs to guess where the opponent is going to play where the opponent's going to play his Apocalypse. The opponent might hold the Apocalypse though, which I think... Oh, the Apocalypse comes down. Okay, so he needs Thanos on the left, and then he needs a big draw here. He needs a super big draw. So he gets Death or something like that. Oh, a Power Stone. It will win him the game. It will win him the game, so he just puts Thanos down on left. Now, there's no guarantee it wins him the game. If opponent plays something like Hell Cow, he will lose because that Morbius is going to get buffed. If opponent doesn't play any discard card, he wins the game. He just puts Thanos down on the left, puts the Power Stone down as well. He just needs to hope that the opponent doesn't have a discard card. That is the plan right here. So fingers crossed that is the case. I think I would stay in here. Opponent's after discarding a lot of cards. So it's just a top deck, right? So it's all dependent on that. He's just after checking how many cards the opponent has in hand as well. So let's see. Is it a discard card? It's Swarm. He's after securing the game. Well done there. A big 4-cuber. Brilliant. Great to see. So he goes up the leaderboard again. Default Dan is climbing on the leaderboards. He's only 2 cubes behind GC James at the moment, who we're going to jump back into right now. GC James had a strong start, but he may be struggling at the moment to kind of get past where he is at the moment. We haven't really seen him go above 13 cubes. Dan, after taking the lead, after jumping up to 13 cubes himself. So super good. Let's just jump in. He's just admiring the aero art at the moment, which I can testify this is probably one of the best aero variants in the game, 100%. So this is a really interesting decision that he has to make. I'm not too sure what cards he has hidden behind the Invisible Woman at the moment. I can imagine possibly a Maximus. Invisible Woman into Maximus seems like a super good play. Playing Shuri here is pretty good. The Storm doesn't seem to be amazing. I like the Shuri into either Arrow and then Black Panther to finish it off. Probably the Shuri into Black Panther seems the best, and then Arrow just to drag something away. So I'd feel pretty confident if I was GC James right here. The Shuri comes down. And okay, top decks Debris. Opponent didn't play anything, I don't believe. So he's going to try to take Onslaughts. And then again, depending. So so he's got a Demon and a Titania. So that's a total of 22 power in the middle. So if opponent doesn't play anything in mid in Monster Island, he can just Arrow on the left, drag the cards over, and take those 4 cubes, I believe, if opponent stays in here, because it's going to double on the last turn. So let's see what he does. Fingers crossed he can pull it out of the bag. I feel confident. Okay, this is looking good. The She-Hulk comes down. Yeah, he's got this game. He's got this game in the bag. He just plays Arrow on left and he wins. 100%. Only thing that would mess him up here maybe is if opponent plays Arrow, but yeah, it's just always an Arrow on left and that's a win for sure. I feel pretty confident if I was him. This should be a free 4-cuber for him right now. As I said, opponent's after snapping 2. So it's an 8-cuber. This could be very, very good for GC James right here. He could take the lead again, because at the moment, Dan and himself are still tied up. So yeah. Oh, the Shang-Chi comes down. No, the Shang-Chi messes him up and he loses 8 cubes. That is absolutely detrimental to GC James at the moment. And only by 1 point. By 1 point. That is so frustrating. He goes down 8 cubes. That's a huge loss for him. Dan could pull it out of the bag now. Let's jump back over to Dan and see how he's doing. Is this final turn? Did I just see it right here? What is this game? How did Dan end up with Agatha? So he got White Queen off of X Mansion, and somehow White Queen was able to be played. I'm not too sure. Or sorry, Agatha was able to be played. I'm not too sure how. As it was turn 4. Oh, sorry, Wave came down. That makes sense. Agatha plays herself. Wow. I wish I tuned into this game earlier. This seems pretty wild at the moment. This is smart from Dan. He's passing so that he can play probably She-Hulk Devil Dino on the last turn, which I think is probably the best thing he can do. since Dream Dimension kind of messes him up a little bit. I'd feel confident if I was Dan right here. It's only 13 for the Devil, so I was going to say he might be able to play it on Dream Dimension, but this seems to be the smarter play. I think maybe I'd probably favor the Dino in the mid, so it's a little bit more power. Yeah, if he played the Dino in the mid, he would have got it, folks. He would have got it if he played the Dino in the mid. See, he was losing by a bigger gap on X Mansion, so I think if he swapped those cards around, he would have been able to secure 8 cubes. So also detrimental for Dan, so he's after going back down to 5 cubes for everyone. This is getting really interesting, folks. Anyone could take this cube rush at the moment. Unfortunately, GC James has gone down to the bottom of the leaderboard on 3 cubes. Dan is on 6 at the moment. We're going to jump back in with Dan. He is on 6 cubes at the moment. And this game so far, this seems to be a decent start. You can play Agent 13 and then you can also play Beast. So that means there's going to be 2 cards getting added to his hand technically. Now there's no collector. Professor X comes down. Okay, so Professor X claims that location. Bast gets added to the hand. And then we have a free Agent 13 as well. Oh, if I was Dan here. Oh, this is tricky. Opponents after snapping. I think personally with this time left and opponent after being guaranteed to have a location in this kind of cube rush format, I think I'd be retreating and jumping straight into another game just to have the chances of getting a better game, because there's no guarantee he's gonna win this game right here now, unless Agent Coulson bails him out here, gives him some super good maybe tech cards or something like that. Cosmo comes down, stops Bast, so it's all up to the random card generation cards to see what he's gonna get. Agent Coulson's gonna have to pull out of the bag. Ronan, how many cards does the opponent have in hand? 5. But he's gonna see what cards he's playing. Yeah, if I was Dan, I think I'd just get out of here and jump straight into another game. Personally, I think that's what I would be doing at the moment. If he has small cards, this is gonna be pretty tough to beat. He just plays one single card on the left lane. And it's Leech. Of course it's Leech. Of course it's Leech. Oh my god. That's pretty good though for this could be pretty good for Dan actually. I don't think opponent. Okay, Dan knows. Okay, opponents after snapping. I think Dan knows most of these decks. Well, I don't know, but there's a huge meta deck running around at the moment created by Dara JN, and it runs Leech and Leader. I don't know if this guy is using that exact list, but he can't Leader on the Cosmo. Opponent might want a Leader on Xandar. If opponent leaders on Xandar, he wins, right? But he has to do it, right? And it's an 8 cuber. This is a huge risk. If Leader comes down, it's a loss. But again, Leader is such a difficult card. Such a difficult card to play around. So let's see. Let's see if he can pull it out of the bag or not. Let's hope. I think even if if the opponent retreats and gets the 2 cubes, oh, don't tell me it's Leader. Don't tell me it's Leader. It's Destroyer. And it's enough to beat him. No. Oh, it's not. I forgot because the cards don't come into effect to be destroyed. I just saw the stats. What the hell? Oh my god, that's huge. Huge for Dan. And it's Guess Gaming's after falling down as well. Yeah, the loss of 8 cubes. Let's jump back in with GC James. He could still pull it out. 9 minutes left. We're actually going to jump in to the call with GC James here. So let's see what he has to say.
Hey.
GC James, how are you doing, my friend?
It's rough. We've been up, we've been down. We're on a TVA game right now, and I hate TVA.
Oh, it's been a wild cube rush, I have to say. Like, you started off super well. Like, I saw some of the Shuri plays and 1 or 2 of the Arrow plays. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a clean victory for you. But unfortunately, it's definitely been a mixtures of ups and downs. I tuned into one of your games there where I believe, oh, let's go. You got the cube out of that. That's good. Listen, more opportunities to jump straight into another game and keep going. So yeah, no, I tuned into some of your games there, and there was 1 or 2 where the Arrow play just didn't work out. But listen, you still got time. There's just under 9 minutes remaining, so an 8 cuber can definitely bring you back into the game. Let's see. We'll stay with you for this game and see how you do.
Heck yeah. And, yesterday on stream, we were talking with chat about this, Kawa, where when you make a new deck, like, it's confirmation bias, right? But, like, it's almost always feels like, boom, Weird World, District X.
Of
And sure
course,
enough,
of course.
we've gotten Weird World this Cube Rush. We got District X this Cube Rush, and an Ego came up. And I tell
Oh
you what,
my.
I follow the law. We snapped.
Yes, of course. Of course you stopped, bro. That's the way to do it. So I have to say, I love the combo that you have going with Invisible Woman and Maximus. I don't see it too much. When the main combo I used to run like back in the beta days with Maximus was just like your standard kind of Cosmo. You know what I mean? But the Invisible Woman is a super good card. I've been using her quite a lot, and she seems to be helping out a ton. I do like this Storm play on the Bifrost, stop things from moving. Also could have maybe held it to get rid of Limbo on turn 6, but the wave comes down here. Let's see what you can put out. So no big cards at the moment. The arrow seems very good here. I mean, this means you guarantee flooding, right? You just play arrow on one of the other 2 locations.
Oh, no, I want to pull it over to flooding.
You want to pull it over? Oh.
Look at that, though. His counter.
Let's see is it a big card? Oh, let's go. Let's go, man. What a call. That's what you love to see in Cube Rush, folks. Pulling the Galactus over. Opponent's got to retreat now, right? He's got to retreat now. You love to see it. Getting a nice 9 pair on Limbo here. Yeah, that seems like a really good play. Have you done the Shuri Titania combo at all? That's not too bad either, actually. Green Goblin comes down.
Yeah, I think we might be going for that this time. Because actually, if you can go in without Prio, you're guaranteed to play Titania last. So
exactly.
You're just getting her.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. So all I'm thinking now is if opponent's staying in the game, maybe they have a Destroyer this turn, right? Because there's 7 turns, they can play Destroyer to get a good strong 15 power out there. That's the only reasoning I can see why opponent would want to stay in here. So if that's the case, you're currently on, what's that? You're on 6 on mid. So we're gonna see where you okay. There's 2 cards. The arrow, that's not too bad. The demon comes out. Okay, yeah, I'd. This is weird. He's playing arrow in the Galactus deck. That's such a he's going for the mirror match play. Oh my god. Okay.
We go past that Shuri's buff over to Maximus.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, because Maximus does. Yes, that's very smart. Very smart. Yeah, this is guaranteed win. Very smart there. You have to be very mindful about how the Invisible Woman triggers. So well done. 4 cubes gained right there. So you're after jumping up to 8 cubes. 2nd place. You still have a shot to take it all. All right, good luck. We'll leave you to your last 2 games, okay? Good luck, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Kawa. Thank you.
No problem at all. How has the 2 specific cards you've been built the deck around, have they been performing for you? Agent Coulson, has he pulled any good tech cards, or have you actually got use out of Super Skrull at all?
So Super Skrull won us 1 game. Thought we had lost completely, but they played Blue Marvel last turn. Our Super Skrull grabbed the ongoing and won the game for us. Coulson's actually found a lot of really cool cards, and for some reason he pulls a lot of series 4 cards.
Awesome.
So, never gonna complain about that.
I actually kind of noticed that as well. Like, I played a Coulson, he gave me a Valkyrie the other day, and that was huge for the game. Like, you don't really see like Coulson. I was saying this in one of my recent videos. A lot of folks kind of, they see Coulson, he's not the most exciting card, but he can give you a lot of cards. So it's he seems to be performing pretty well. This is a really interesting game at the moment. So the Falcon is always good, right? If you get a collector or something like that, you can get some more value out of this Iceman and this Agent 13. Agent 13 could give you another random card, which would be really good. You can actually surprise the opponent. The opponent could think that you're going to be winning Mojo World. You can play the Falcon a little bit later and just kind of surprise, nope, I'm going to play these cards somewhere else. So
yeah, there's all kinds of like really cool plays that you can do with Falcon, especially Beast, because Beast is in here. So being able to pick them up and make them cheaper is pretty huge.
For sure.
So yeah, there's a lot, but yeah, Coulson's given me, like, I've gotten Bast so far. I think I got a Valkyrie earlier, potentially. I know they gave me a 2nd Super Scroll.
That's hilarious.
Now I've got a Luke Cage here. So
let's see if that actually Luke Cage is really good with Jotunheim. That's a really good card to get, actually. Yeah.
So what's funny is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like pretend like, oh man, I forgot.
That's so smart. So smart.
It's so like last minute play, and then it reverts back. So should be able to maybe steal a win off of that one.
And depending what he plays here on Mojo World as well, this could be good. Like, we could go for, Devil Dino seems super strong.
Yeah, it's like we've got Devil Dino now. The thing is, I won't be able to do She-Hulk, but I want to make sure we're doing Luke Cage last turn for this Jessica Jones.
For sure.
So that still gives us a couple different cards that we can play.
For sure.
So we'll see. We've also got a super scroll if we need to.
I mean,
need to do any shenanigans.
obviously, it's your game. You could also throw the devil down on Mojo World. That could be a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
You know.
I thought about that as well.
Let's see what happens here.
They've got a core going over there.
Oh, Moon Girl comes down. Okay.
Ooh.
I'd be feeling
So they're
confident
at
right now. This is
6.
good, yeah.
They play 2 cards. All I have to do is play 1 card here. So Moon Girl, I could do Moon Girl, which is 4 plus Luke Cage over here. Now I could give the extra little bit here.
That seems
Moon Girl's gonna fill the hand back
seems
up.
really good, really good.
So let's see where we at on the leaderboard. We got 13. We're up.
I think you've got this, bro. I think you've got this.
We're up 6. Oh man.
I don't think it's worth a
question
snap,
is
but it's up to yourself. It's up to yourself. If you think
I
GC's
think-
gonna get an 8 cuber in the next minute, then maybe. But
I think we keep it at 4 and see what happens.
I
just to be on
agree.
the safe side. They did Moon Girl, so yeah, we're seeing lots of cards coming down.
Let's see what happens.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! All the demons. How'd they get so many demons?
Oh my god! What?
Oh man!
4
All right, so
demons.
It's gonna come down.
God.
Well, we got 30. We got 30 seconds.
30
We can-
seconds. Try, man. Listen, jump into a game. I'm gonna unmute everybody and just say, make sure you hop into a game. All right.
I will do, man.
All right, everybody. There is 15 seconds remaining. So if you're about to get into a game, jump in as fast as you can. If you're in a game at the moment, it's gonna be the last game you're playing. So
yes, sir. Yeah,
let's-
it's all good. I lost anyway, but
so actually,
snapping.
we're gonna hop back in with GC James. Dan did just get into a game there. So
We're just gonna try. We gotta listen to see how Jesse's doing.
let's see. So he's in a Sinister London and Bar with No Name game. Oh my god. And it's a move deck. Oh, my brain is not big enough to commentate this. Oh my god. So potentially has a lot of good things you can do here. Yeah, I do like the Black Panther into Sinister London. Get double 8s. Actually, he'll get an 8 and then he'll get a 16. I believe that's how that interaction works. The arrow can be kept till the end, but with everything so full, it might not even be that beneficial. He is also playing against the move deck, so arrows not the best. The Viper could come in handy, but again, it all depends where opponent decides to play cards. I think that's the safest play is playing the Black Panther. Yeah, let's see what happens here.
That was terrible.
Oh, the Shuris came down as well, so he actually gets a huge Black Panther. Yeah, this has gotta be a win. The only thing that really kills him off here is a Shang-Chi, folks. I can't see opponent coming back at all. So I think if opponent's smart, he'll retreat. It'll be 2 cubes for GC James. But if opponent wants to stay in, if he's confident he has a Shang-Chi, then that could be a 4 cube loss. So let's see how the game is going to resolve, folks. That seems fair. He gets an extra 5 power with the Titania.
And I'm done.
What happened? What's the outcome? Let's see on stream, folks. Arrow gets pulled over. Or Arrow pulls a card, should I say. Titania comes down. It's got to be a win, right? Yes, that was... Oh my god. That was... You have done some amazing plays, my friend. Pulling the Shang-Chi to secure the 4 cubes. Okay, so that puts GC James at 11. We're going to jump back in with Dan.
We just got to crash.
No!
We just got to crash. So I'm trying to get back in time.
Oh my god.
We'll see at what point it crashed.
Time is out, right?
Yeah,
Is time out?
but
time
you
is out,
finish
but
out-
he
you
finishes
finish
his
out the
game.
game.
Yeah, that's correct. You can finish the game out. Come on. You got this, Dan. You got this. Let us in.
Don't like
Let us in. Let
skip
him
my
out.
turn.
Keep him out. Keep him out.
Let's see what happens here, guys.
I think I lost a
That
turn
could be
though.
the deciding
Oh,
crash.
Maybe not. I can't remember what was right there. No, that was my She-Hulk on turn 4. Okay. So
Okay.
we didn't lose anything. Let's see. We're down All right, so if we get the 2 cubes, we're already snapped. So
If you get it, if you get the 2 cubes, it's a tiebreaker, and for a tiebreaker, we'll go for another game. Okay.
But they've already snapped, so it'll be a 4. So this will determine it. First or second here.
Let's see if you can pull it out, folks.
Here goes Maximus. We do have Moon Girl.
Maximus is very good for you. Very good. Buffs up that Devil Dino.
All right, so here's the thing. If that was still 2, this would be amazing. All right. So let me think through this.
I think you want a Falcon Moon Girl would be the most optimal play in my opinion. It's the highest.
The symbiote though.
It's a 1. That's true. I forgot the symbiote's a 1 cost.
Yeah, I think it's this.
Yeah, I like it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll draw 2. We do lose 1 card.
No, that's still super strong. Yeah,
I think we're still there.
Seems really good. Yeah.
Oh,
it comes down to it. It comes down to it. Oh, I think you might have got it.
I think I may have got it.
Let's hope.
Shang-Chi, that's fine. I'll keep the middle and the left.
He's got it, folks. Whoa. He's done it. The last minute. Oh my God. 4 cubes. Holy hell. What a fantastic end. What an amazing end. The crash as well. Everything trying to stop the victory. But he pulls through in the end, folks. So huge congratulations to Default Dan. I have to say, guys, that was an absolutely amazing cube rush. It was ups and downs from the get-go. Some amazing plays. Dan, how many of these have you won at this stage? I'm losing count.
3.
He's got the hat trick, folks.
Three in a row.
Three in a row. Oh my God. Someone come on this and try and beat this man. Oh my God.